Hi, what's your name?
Kajsa.
Great work. Hi and welcome to the 10th episode of Fish and Chicks. Today we'll talk about the construction of 4 tiny aquaponics systems that anyone can do at home. So let's start off by having a look at the very sad corner of this urban farm. So let's see what we'll find. So yeah, here's a bunch of smaller fish tanks, and we'll convert this into aquaponic systems. We will have several different strategies. All of these strategies will be sort of very simple but still effective. Here's some of the nitrogen producers. So these are Panda corridoras guppies here. Plant-wise, I think we'll go for smaller plants. Basil, perhaps some of the Russian tarragon salad maybe. Perhaps also some chili. For comparison, to get a sense of scale, here's the other fish tank. So this is 275 gallon totes. So 2 of them combined, that's sort of 500 gallons maybe. Because they're not full to the top. These are like 14 gallons. This is slightly bigger, and then we'll try and dig up an even tinier one because there's still something on this shelf. This will also be sort of a low budget project, so we will dig into the parts bin. Down here is a bunch of used stuff, so yeah, it's gonna be free. So yeah, design stage it is. Let's try and be engineers then. First we have the 2 sort of 14 gallon tanks on top. The meat trays that we'll see in a minute fit just perfect this way. There will be a little gap, but yeah. Down here we have a slightly bigger guppy tank. Then we are also gonna, because we want to break the world record with the world's tiniest aquaponic system, we're also gonna add a tiny 1 gallon tank. Let's name these. So yeah, this first one will be a pump and drain solution. So the pump is on all the time and it constantly keep pumping. So what we'll do is to place a pump down here, and it will pump and drain in this one like that, and then that one fills up and we'll have a connecting pipe to the next one. So this one will overflow to the next one, and then we'll have a stand pipe inside of that one that drains it down to the fish tank. So here's the water level is sort of here. So first one, pump and drain. Okay, so the next one we'll try a bit of a different method. So here we'll in this first one we'll put the plants in some expanded clay aggregates here, and in this one we'll drill holes in the meat trays to submerge some plants. So the roots of the plants will sort of grow into the water body here like that, and then we don't need any pumps. This is the second one. Let's call that one semi submerged. So the third one, this bigger guppy tank, so in this case we will just submerge a lime plant. So the stem goes down here, the roots will extend freely in the water body, and then the plant goes up here, the lights are up here somewhere. The fourth one, that's sort of an experiment. It's gonna be the tiniest ever aquaponic system, the lazy version. The fourth one will be the tiniest one ever. So you can prove me wrong there, but yeah. So yeah, some piece of machinery. Yeah, that one was charged, so let's go. Then start measuring, so it seems like it's gonna be good enough. So yeah, let's roll. So let's mark the holes. So yeah, these are all tailored to fit, so let's just start drilling and see what we'll end up with. First we need a drain hole from one bin to the other. And yeah, sort of here. Like that. What we'll do is to try and get one of these bulkhead fittings through. I guess that's gonna be a nice snug fit. So gaskets. Let's remove some of this crap. And then try and get a matching hole in this other one. Use the nut on the other side to fix the two together. Another bulkhead fitting to sort of drain the second bin here. And as you see, this one is a little bit too tall, so let's take that one off. Let's do the gaskets in this order. Then the nut again. Great. So yeah, if we compare these two types, the semi-submerged and the pump and drain, we can see that one is going to be a lot more complex. So this pump and drain will demand a pump, and then some bulkhead fittings. This other type will be totally passive. So for the plant's sake, yeah, I'm a little bit curious on which one will work better, so let's get back to these while up and running, and then also do a follow-up after a couple of weeks time perhaps. So we're gonna have the identical plants in both these systems. So as you can perhaps see in this shot, the lime tree growing here, it's sort of outgrown the room. Let's cut that one and then place it over in the tiny aquaponics trial center. So yeah, here. And this will be the laziest version of the aquaponics systems that we'll try out. So scissors. And cut. So not sure if this is common, but these lime leaves are bigger than my head. We're gonna remove many of the leaves and just save a couple on top and then remove everything else and then let it sit in the water till it creates some roots. So down in the worm bin, save some for Thai food. Then remove some of the thorns just to prevent fish injuries. So yeah, ready for installation. So let's put the stem in here and then down into the guppy fish tank. Hello guppies. And then in a couple of weeks at least, this one will create some roots down here. Done. So yeah, guppies are kind of curious. Yeah, and let's just feed some fish because it's fun. Whoa. And the other fish tank. So let's just rearrange the fish a bit and try and see if we can create some Corridora babies. And then we try these out in the two systems that we want to compare, both the pump and drain and then the semi-submerged. And one more. So let's get the pump running. So I have a pump here, so let's make that one work and attach some hose to it to pump water. And yeah, this is an ordinary power head pump. So let's use that one. Perhaps it's a bit too much flow in it, so perhaps we have to customize it a bit. But yeah, let's start working with the hose. We're going to use this yellow one for the inflowing water, and then for the outflow we're going to use this green one. So let's cut its length. The outgoing water, that hose needs to be a little bit longer. So and this fits quite well, so I don't think we need to clamp it down, so that will do. And then the other hose for the water that's gonna be pumped up to the grow beds, and that one is also pretty tight, so that will do. And cut. So yeah, the pump works, and as we might have suspected, the flow is a bit too strong, and overflow to the other one can't really take it. And the next one, yeah, it sort of circulates quite a bit of water here, so we want to reduce the flow, at least in these plastic trays. Plants, expanded clay aggregates. So in this one, the passive one, we need to fill up a bit of water just to make the pots reach the water. Yeah, so this is what we created so far, but yeah, we'll get some basil in it and other stuff, and then return to this scene in a couple of weeks for follow-up. Yeah, the water is kind of foggy in this one, but you could imagine this being perhaps an aquarium in an apartment or so, and it doesn't take more than a couple of liters of water and some plants and yeah, free stuff. There you have it, folks. That was all for today's episode. We'll be back in a week with another episode that will air Sunday 8:45 Central European Time. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment. See you next week.